and going through the travel up into Nar Shaddaa, Elias will approach Krata. He'll lay a hand on Krata's shoulder. Krata, I'm sorry. I was weak and withdrew into my despair. But it wasn't all for naught.
Well, what did you gather?
I found him, Krata. I found him.
You referring to Caius?
Yes, I couldn't shake the feeling that the man we faced was not our comrade. That familiar feeling that we had encountered was not exactly Caius, but that familiar darkness within him. That Caius was dead or lost. I was right. I found him, Krata.
Are you saying the servants of Abeloth that has taken over him?
Not the servants. She has him. His spirit, the essence of who he is trapped within the realm beyond shadows.
Do you think there's any hope for him?
I felt him. It was on that planet. It was the strangest thing. I withdrew completely within myself, and as I withdrew within myself, I came upon this place of this darkness. It was here. I was able to see it, like a hole within the very fabric of the Force, a window to something, someplace else. That thing, that shell is not Caius. His body, yes, but the only thing left of him is his hunger, his greed, and his negativity. I found him, though. He's still alive. That part of him that we know is still there, but it is trapped. It is trapped within that place, within that darkness.
Well, what do you say we should do about it? None of the party really listens to us about this kind of stuff.
They know that the Force is real, but they do not understand. They know that some are gifted with the ability to manipulate the Force, but in their ignorance they believe that they do not know they believe it has limitations, when in truth they should know that it does not. The Force is everything. It surrounds us, it binds us, and it holds all of us, everything, together.
And I pull something out of me. I say, well, not out of me, but I pull it out of my, just pull it out my ass. No, I reach into my jacket and pull out the scroll and say, I found this. I couldn't quite tell what it was, but I found it in the treasure keep of the hut. And I hand it to Elias.
He will take the scroll. He will unfurl it. His eyes will narrow, and he'll look at Krata. I was, at one point in time, learning to become a Jedi. However, I have learned that, in truth, the Force is not strictly good or evil. It simply is. But this scroll, it is something that is solely within the darkness of the Force. It teaches of things that, how shall I say, they should not be directly focused upon. If you seek to read deeper and learn what this scroll has to offer, you must know and you must take hold of yourself and prepare yourself to delve within a part of you that should not be unleashed, else you succumb to what Caius has become. He will hand the scroll back to you.
Do you say we destroy it? I don't know if such
No.
knowledge is worth keeping, in case another may find it long after we're gone.
I do not say destroy it. I would not. I do not believe that such knowledge should be completely and utterly destroyed. However, I do believe that you should take what it offers with a grain of salt. Do not believe everything that it has to offer you. Seek the balance within yourself. The space salt. The salt must flow.
All right, he puts it back in his jacket and he says, "Thank you for your guidance. I'll check it out sometime, but now's not the time. I need to head to a doctor or something."
That is true. We must all recover from our encounter with that entity. However, I could not help but notice there is something on board this ship. Something not right. Something wrong. What did you bring with you from the temple?
Don't touch the droid, but he contains both your lightsaber and the piece of Abeloth.
Abeloth. He pauses for a moment. I'm gonna do a knowledge check for Elias because he wasn't there for the runes and shit like that. Oh, there I go. Cussing again. Good. Are you recording?
Yep.
God damn it. Oh, there I go again.
You are an absolute madman.
Uh,
What would be the
Okay.
difficulty on a check like that, you'd think? Daunting or...
well, one thing I remember, if Tiki was in the chat and could confirm, nope, he's gone. He did say that I do need to add specifically a point in education and stuff like that. So, let me find it.
Hey, if Tiki's
Education.
gone, can I have his character?
No, I'm playing him. Get out.
Dang.
Get the fuck out.
Or
Get the
something like
frick out.
Aboleth.
Maybe I will.
This is gonna be purely. This will be pure luck. Oh,
Oh.
oh,
No,
Wait,
no,
oh, shit.
no,
does he know? Oh,
no, he doesn't.
nope.
So close.
We haven't
He
put
reached-
out the force.
He reaches a hand out, and he rubs the bridge of his nose. I do not know of what you speak. However, I trust your judgment, just as you should trust your own judgment.
It's a very long story, but within that droid's containment is part of an entity so chaotic and so strong that it could tear both the galaxy and the Force apart.
He narrows his eyes. It would be fitting that such an entity so powerful would be able to devour Caius completely. Caius,
Most unfortunate.
he had the potential to. From the start, I knew that he was more powerful in the Force than even I am, and still he was consumed completely by this entity. It is only fitting something so powerful would overtake him. Anyhow, we must return to the others, and we must all recuperate from our wounds. And Elias will step out and into the main body of the ship. Soul, at this point, has returned to his chambers, his bed within the Crate Fang, and those might note that he has not arisen from it. What is everyone doing? Everyone is now conscious at this point.
Do we regain any wounds? Or no?
You don't regain wounds, but you do
Yeah.
regain all of your strength. You are, however, for those who are unconscious, you still have your critical injuries, but you are one wound above your total wound threshold.
Okay. So I
Okay.
noticed that everybody else is chilling out here, but Soul's. I see everyone but Soul, so I go to check on him in his quarters and say,
Yeah, I'll go and check on Soul.
"Hey, we're here. Get up."
Soul remains completely still within the on the cot.
I'll attempt to shake him.
He does not move.
I check his pulse.
His pulse is there, but it is very, very, very weak. Barada, as you step into the chamber, you can smell something off. It smells rotten.
Would I recognize the smell?
You wouldn't particularly recognize the smell, but you do know that it is stagnant. It is the smell of rotting flesh, of poison, of, how shall I say, like rotting meat.
I sprint out of the chambers
flashbacks of the
immediately,
food.
and I'm like, I go up to the others. I'm like, we need to get a taxi quick. We need to get to the doctor for Soul. Something's wrong with him.
Elias,
dying.
he'll narrow his eyes. I would do my best to heal him, but I do not have the strength for such. He looks to Krata. If you can, seek deep within yourself. Let your thoughts flow within your virility, your strength. Take your strength and put it within him.
Alright, I run over to his bedside. I'm gonna channel the force. Well, he regains 3 wounds. That's about it, though. I heal him. I reach my hand out in an attempt to lend him some of my strength to heal him.
As you set your hand on Soul, red or blue?
Blue.
You feel your energy transmit from within yourself into Soul. You feel his heart quicken and strengthen, but he does not regain consciousness.
I think I helped him a little bit, but we still need to get him to a doctor post haste.
Elias will nod. He will attempt to lift up Soul and throw him up and over his shoulder. Narratively, we will move forward, however. He will take Soul, he will put him into the taxi, and the two of them will depart to the nearest hospital. The rest of you are up to your own devices at the moment.
Can I go with him to the hospital?
Yeah, I pretty much need to go to the hospital, so I'm gonna need to go there.
Alright, so everyone deduct 300 credits from your total
oh, shit,
credits.
my phone died. I'll be right back.
No, this time.
Welcome back, Jacob. We're about to get to you. I'm just going to narratively move this all forward. So everyone deduct 300 credits from your total, and then you will all regain your total wounds and remove 1 critical injury. In Soul's case, however, he is forced to stay within the hospital for an extended stay. It seems that the poison that he so haphazardly ingested within himself, because he got those munchies, he has to stay in the hospital for an extended stay.
Christian, is this just for the people who were doing medical check, or?
Yeah, that's right, because you didn't do jack shit, did you, Murtaugh?
No, I
you just
didn't.
You just shot into the open air, didn't you?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he also
As-
didn't get any loot.
Yeah.
Right, you didn't gain anything. Gosh.
Alright, is the
Except your
droid?
droid. You have your droid.
Is the droid with us?
The droid has been repaired. We can say that's what Murtaugh did as we were getting back to Nar Shaddaa.
I'm pretty sure I did that before.
That's right.
We got to the temple.
That's right, Murtagh.
No, I mean, Dread.
Yeah. Murtagh
Okay.
repaired Dread as we got to the temple. So Dread is now conscious. What are you doing, Dread? How do you feel?
I'm repaired. I don't feel anything.
That's absolutely right, because you're a droid. You don't feel anything.
Oh, would you look at that? I'm attacked again.
Excuse me, Dread, would you mind if you could possibly open up your storage for us?
Nope.
Okay, look.
Elias, he has the weapon and he has a piece of Babeloth.
Actually, you know,
What
I
weapon do you speak of?
We need the Fonzie.
Your
here.
saber.
Pop him in the gut and it all
My
spills open.
saber.
He has your
looks
lightsaber.
he looks to Dread. You managed to retrieve my lightsaber from Caius?
I received it. It's mine.
His eyes will narrow. I will be very clear. My lightsaber is mine, and it belongs to my beloved. He'll cross his arms. You will give it to me, or I will ruin you completely.
All right. I just fixed him. Please do not.
No,
just leave me
Murtagh. You will fix your droid, or I will fix him,
I know.
and
I'm on
spread
it.
him, and scatter him
Just
upon the landing pad.
Hey, calm down.
He will hold out his hand.
I'm not sure why I'm supposed to be handing over stuff to you for no reason.
It's
There's
his. It
no-
belongs to him.
Well, I don't know that.
You do now. It belongs to him.
All I did was pick up a free lightsaber.
Droid, please hand over the lightsaber.
Red or blue, Dread?
I require financial recompense.
Red or blue, Dread?
No, just
Blue.
just shut him down. You know this, right?
I know, but red or blue, either way. Red or blue, Dread.
Blue.
Red,
That's right, 'cause red is right.
No!
Elias,
terrible.
he closes his eyes, pulls his hand back to his sides, and he breathes deep. Rada.
Hmm?
Deal with him.
Do you want me to retrieve the lightsaber?
Retrieve it.
I'll just shut him down, though, and you can take whatever you want after that.
No. Oh, that's good. All right. I channeled the 2 white, strength 1, and move basic power, and I just hold him up in the air. I'm not hurting him or anything. I'm just saying. So, are you going to give us the lightsaber?
No.
Does
It's,
anyone know what force?
it's mine.
as well?
See,
I'll
that
sell it to
lightsaber's
you.
coming out. No, you will give it to us for free. It is ours. This is your last chance. If you do not hand over the lightsaber in 5 seconds, I will have to take action.
5.
I will hand it to you when something is handed back.
Crowda,
I just
think
throw
you
him
shut
into
him
the
down.
fucking wall.
Crowda, oh gosh.
At maximum force, I just hurl him into the fucking wall.
Roll
In
that
the
force
freaking
die.
wall. I already rolled the force die. Right here. 2 white. Pearl, you don't need to. It's just with your...
That would be 10 damage minus so to
Okay.
both the droid and the wall.
No.
Not the wall. The paint chips.
Brada comes running out with a duster.
My character.
Wait, see where the window's broken right here? That's where I threw him.
We are not in the actual main area. We're not back at the.
Oh, where are we at?
As far as I know, we moved. We're still in the hospital.
Okay, that's cool anyway. I pick him up and hurl him into the fucking hospital.
So I'm just gonna say that thematically, we're standing outside the hospital, and you essentially pick the droid up and you throw him back into the hospital.
And then when he hits the ground, I'm say, "Now, you gonna give us the lightsaber?"
No, Crowder, you do realize intimidation does not work on droids, right?
Well, if I throw him into the wall enough, eventually he's gonna
No,
stop
you,
resisting.
If
We do have
perhaps
some
intimidation
self-preservation
does
on
not
him.
work on the droid, then you should fix his logic circuits, now
well,
shouldn't you,
no,
Murtaugh?
I was about to do that, but they decided to throw him into a wall. It's kind of hard to do that when he's in the air.
Shut him
The
down now.
droid should recognize a threat.
Dredd
Yeah,
is gonna
yourself.
call security, hospital security. So he's calling hospital security. Come on, there's something going down here.
I'll
Security.
walk in. I was like,
Security.
okay, guys, our droid's malfunctioning really badly. I need to fix him. Please, just let us go on our way.
Honestly, if a droid's calling, they
Yeah,
really
they wouldn't care.
Yeah, they
Yeah,
wouldn't.
They'll
he
not
has
do
no
that.
rights.
You have no rights. Oh my
Especially
god,
on
I went
National.
Australian there for a second. You
No
have
rights.
You
rights.
have no rights.
Oh god. You've got no rights. This is a knife.
I'll give you the lightsaber for 2,000 credits and to repair me.
Shut him off.
Yeah, okay, I'm making a computers check.
It would be computers or mechanics, and
Here, I have another
Whatever.
solution. Roll and
Actually-
force die before you do it. He's
oh
bound.
god.
Bind. Alright.
Actually, you need to whatever your what's your resilience, Dread? Because there does need to be an opposing. It could be exactly like that moment when Caius tried to snatch his lightsaber back. That one purple wins.
Okay.
One green.
5 green is
One
mine.
green.
5. Wait,
that
is it
your
my
discipline?
discipline?
That's
No,
your
my
discipline.
discipline is 1 yellow and 2 green.
This is gonna be that moment where
No, it's not.
The
Oh, yeah, it is.
wow.
Alright, I didn't do it. It was very advantageous, though. Okay, wait, I didn't mean to do that. So
What
the
does that
net
even mean?
is advantageous. It's a real word. Dude, Google it.
No, I'm kidding.
He's
oh my
joking,
God, I
yeah.
get it.
I was so baffled. I was like, huh?
I need to piss. You guys settle this.
Alright.
Elias is just huffing and puffing. I'll be right back. Soul is
So,
slowly dying
green
in his bed.
advantage. I'm giving a boost die to Murtag
Yes.
to shut his ass down.
What would be the difficulty on that?
He's bound right now?
No, he's not
No.
bound.
He's
My
not
bound
bound.
failed.
Okay, so he's going to be attempting to, obviously, Z, you're not going for this, right?
I don't want to be shut down, so
Okay, so what's your agility? Just your base agility number.
1.
Okay, so 1 purple. That's what you're rolling against. You can flip
Is
a
this
4
a
stealth
computer's
if you
check
want.
or what?
What would it be, computers or mechanics?
It'd probably be mechanics. You're going to reach out and push his off button.
Is
Either-
my off button really that easy to find? Is
Yeah,
that
because I've
really
worked on you
something?
before.
Okay, we'll throw a boost in because you're
That seems-
resisting.
seems
a
a
block
bit
and
OP
setback.
to me?
Give you a setback. Because your agility, you're not fast enough to get away from him. This is the agility reason. So, yeah, but we'll give, obviously you're going to resist.
Oh, that triumph. That's, oh my god, look at that dice, how it landed.
Reroll the black dice there.
All right, I'm back. All of the liquid has successfully been drained from my body. I am a desert.
Yeah. This. Anyways, the point is he succeeded no matter what with the triumph.
So what are we still stuck on?
We just shut the droid down.
The droid's been shut down. Even if he had some amazing agility that he was like dodging left and right, and at this point the triumph still would defeat him.
All right. As he did that, I'm like, oh, thank you. And I open up his compartment, only to be confronted by that piece of Abeloth I forgot was in there. And I'm gonna do a fear check, I assume. Reggae, is that correct?
I think he's draining more liquid.
I think he's preparing
cool.
new liquid.
We can wait on him.
Yeah, I think a fear check would be appropriate.
Yeah.
What do you think the difficulty is here? I'm gonna
At least
get my
difficult.
discipline out.
Let me see. I got a fear rating chart. Let's see.
I would say at least difficult, because like your character's been going mad over it, like
I'm back.
to the
What's
point
going
of
on?
you like.
What's the
throw-
difficulty check of my fear check for opening up his compartment and going face to face with that mask?
Okay, as soon as you open the compartment and you see the mask on top of this massive pile of gold teeth. Oh wait, I'm sorry. This isn't actually Nazi gold. On this massive pile of credits, it's going to be your willpower versus 2 yellow,
crap.
2 green.
Wait, I figured it'd be discipline though.
Willpower.
Willpower? Just straight up willpower. So 3. Well, is the 2 yellow, 2 green the difficulty? Yeah, so it'd be 2 red, 2 purple.
Yes, so it would be 2 red, 2 purple.
Two despairs, your mind just explodes.
2 despairs, you become Caius.
Not fail.
Ouch.
Oh, shit.
As you open the compartment, your eyes widen, and you become completely fascinated by that face that stares up at you. You hear the whispers within your head. Yes. Take me. Free me. Wear me. You feel your hand reaching in towards it. Roll again.
Same pool?
Same pool.
Oh, Dios
Oh,
mio.
You
Not fair.
take the mask and you have it within your hand. Who's around you at this point?
Elias is for
And
sure.
mine.
Everyone.
Pretty much everyone.
Everyone.
Elias closes his eyes and he feels it. He takes a few steps forward. And he puts a hand on your shoulder. Roll again, but roll with the blue. You start to edge the mask closer to your face.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh god.
Well, it's very advantageous. So we're
Yes.
What does that even mean?
I was waiting for
Can't-
it.
Me.
Do I put it on then?
Yep, you put the mask on.
Can
Oh,
I
dear.
slap it out of his hand before he does it?
Make a brawl check against him.
Dude, my brawl. I mean, brawn or brawl?
Brawl.
5 purple is your difficulty. If it's brawl versus brawl.
Would shock gloves add any boost to
Nope.
that? Okay.
Shock gloves will add to like the damage you do, but if you're only attempting to knock the mask out of his hand, it won't do anything.
Dang.
Well, that was a good roll. That's the problem.
But it failed.
Wow.
You swing your hand and it just cuffs across the top of his head. Doesn't do anything.
He
though.
just impales his hand on my horns.
Right. You gently caress the horns on his head, and as you do,
He is
you actually
uncomfortable.
slap his head directly
Into
into the mask.
I do what to his head?
You basically slap the back of Krata's head and knock him into the mask as he's raising it up to his face.
In before Jim Carrey.
And it looks like Discord Tabletop Sim
Yeah,
just crashed.
it just
Yep.
like crashed for me.
Yep.
Supposedly, it is the end of everything. Him putting the mask on.
Pavlov.
Done.
There we go. I'm good
Campaign
now.
over.
I'm good now.
Guys, I don't think you realize how much of an uh-oh this is.
Okay, who did it?
I just wanted my lightsaber.
That's what
All
you
of
do
this
for
for a
stealing
lightsaber.
from the droid.
You should have just given him
It's
the
back, by
fucking
the way.
lightsaber, dude. You should have just given him the lightsaber. You're holding
I did offer it.
Don't worry, guys. I can deal with Crota really easily. Just shoot him a few times with my heavy blaster pistol. Me and Barada
Jacob,
got
you
this.
need to blame your friend. You need to blame your friend, Z. You need to blame him. Blame him. Shame. Every time you see him now, you need to channel that Game of Thrones moment. Just ring a bell. Shame. Shame, Jew droid.
Can we
Shame.
do that whenever Astronaut Wizard comes on? Actually, sure. Can you go ahead and invite him so I can do that for you?
Dude, I keep telling him to come back. I don't know why he can't kick.
Because I fucking. Sorry.
He told him to.
Wait,
That's
are
one
you-
thing
are
I'm
you-
trying to avoid.
Wait, did you really get him kicked?
You know, if he's on the list on the right that says online, he's not kicked.
Well, it's funny because he got kicked like twice, so someone kicked him.
I right-clicked to see if I could, to see if Azul was there.
Dax.
Oh my god.
I am here.
Did you
Nikki,
kick
do you
him?
have the power?
I kicked him just to keep the game moving forward.
Oh my god.
Oh, yeah, it's been kicked.
Yeah.
Jodax has the
Judas.
power. Yeah, okay, so
Right, yeah. So
it
what's
is now
happening?
Judax.
Mm.
Judax
That
is
would
now
be
his
accurate.
name. Judax.
I wouldn't make
He
fun
takes
of him,
he
guys.
takes Wizard in his arms and he kisses him on the cheek.
What the?
Okay, what were we doing? I put the mask on.
You put the mask on and as you do,
Get your model.
Yeah.
the most horrific feeling surges through your entire body. Every single one of your nerves explode in this most horrific agony. Immediately, you are 10 conflict.
Okay.
Huh?
This horrific, murderous intent surges within you. And through your eyes, you see the world disappear around you, replaced by a mirror image. But what you see is burning, on fire, distorted. You
So-
see your friends around you dissolve and waste away. They die 1,000 times over.
Somebody's becoming a robot again.
Make another willpower save.
Willpower.
Same pool. Two red, two purple.
Bye, Crota.
Oh dear. Hey,
What?
I
Oh
succeeded.
dear. Oh dear.
Check
Oh,
that
dear.
out.
He completely succeeded. With 2 success.
A
Wait,
fraction
no.
of a second
1/3.
before you feel it consume you completely, you manage to reach up and tear the mask from your face.
As soon as I tear it off, I take an extremely deep breath and fall down. I'm like,
I'm gonna make a brawl check to put it back on his head. No,
Okay.
As you tear the mask from your face, Elias will snap his hand forward. He'll take the mask and he'll shove it back inside the droid.
No.
As he
it-
does,
it-
he slams the droid's compartment shut.
Did you get the lightsaber?
No.
Narratively, yes, he got the lightsaber.
Oh, thank fucking God, because I was not going back in there.
Basically, with one hand, he shoves the mask in. With the other hand, he grabs the lightsaber.
What just happened?
I felt you disappear. There was this moment, this fraction of a second where I felt this sense of dread, this sense of impending doom. I felt the need to cut you down before you became something else. Don't ever put that mask upon your face again.
It wasn't my choice.
Don't ever let yourself put that mask upon your face again.
Don't ever steal from Dread, is what he's saying.
Don't ever steal from Dread.
I'm gonna steal all his gold.
All right, and then say, should we get back to Soul's apartment? I suppose.
We need to head back. We need to go back to. We need to rest. All of us need to rest. Let Soul rest within the hospital. He'll be able to recuperate here. He will understand if he is to live. And with that, Elias will leave and head back to the taxi.
Yeah, I will too.
Can...
Alright, is everyone following?
No, I'm gonna go out and buy some more attachments. Buy some more
What a
attachments
splendid idea.
for my pistol.
Who's gonna fix the Fang?
Who's
Actually,
gonna
there is
turn the
someone-
droid back on?
And here's the thing.
Okay,
There
I'll
are
turn.
merchants that Soul hooked up with like a few sessions back. Whenever the Crate Fang leaves, he spent like a shit ton of credits to get them to give them special treatment. So the Crate Fang is being repaired as we speak.
I'll turn Dread back on before I go out and buy stuff.
Are you taking Dread with you?
No. Heck no. He'll steal my credits.
I'm not the thief. Just
So you guys went back to the apartment?
No, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go look
Yeah.
for weapon attachments.
I'm not going back to the apartment.
All right,
I'm
so
still
Dread
damaged.
and
Someone threw me against the wall and screwed me.
Dread and Murtaugh do not head back to the apartment. However, the rest of the party does. And as the party returns home to the Dusk Machine Shop, when they enter the building, they will find that they are not alone. Standing within the main room, waiting patiently for their arrival, there is a man. There's two men and a woman standing before them. Two of which is in the immediately recognizable garb of Imperial officers.
Oh, fuck. Where are these people at? Do you have models for? Oh, yep, here they are.
Very small. Okay, we didn't come here. Give us what we want.
Hey, it's a warlock from Destiny.
Is that Doctor
God,
Strange?
you cut dancing out. Oh, it looks so good. So good, Yodax.
That does look pretty cool.
Wow, they're giants.
Damn right they're giants. Better watch your butt.
8 foot tall barbarians.
They're gonna stomp your ass.
Yeah, you bear hold on your butts. Anyhow, The one of the officers is standing before the other two. It doesn't appear that he has any noticeable sign of rank, despite one of them holding a rank on his chest and the other one also displaying their rank. He doesn't appear to have any sign of rank upon his uniform. He will raise one of his hands. Put away your weapons. It would be foolish of you to assume that just because you only see 3 that you have the upper hand in this engagement.
I'm rolling force. He doesn't do anything with it.
Oh, you're not gonna choke the life out of him?
Is
No,
anyone
not
else
that kind of
reacting?
guy.
Come
But
on, you
what-
could become a
what did you
Caius.
say
We
now?
need. Pink guy, we need
Except-
another Caius.
I do put my hand on my sword as if to unsheath it quickly.
As you put your hand on your sword, Elias will reach up, put his hand on your shoulder again.
I'm kind of just listening to what you're about to say. Come on.
He takes his hand off his sword slowly.
Danton will narrow his eyes to a glance between the 3 of you, since you're the only ones that are there. I will be quick in explaining while we are here. As a member of the Imperial Security Bureau's enforcement branch, I have been tasked with gathering a team to reclaim the stolen IDC Thanatos, of which I believe you all have recently encountered. Elias will glance between Barada and Prada. He doesn't exactly know what the Imperial is talking about.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Okay, come
The
on.
ISD Thanatos is it's an old model of an Imperial dreadnought. However, it holds experimental weaponry and information that is pertinent to the Imperial effort. We have been in constant pursuit of reclaiming it due to the sensitive data and materials on board. However, it has always managed to elude or escape us, and now it has totally disappeared from all of our long-range scans. We know that it is hiding somewhere in the Kessel sector, within the Maul Nebula. However, there have been, he pauses, complications within that region, and we have been forced to withdraw temporarily. We believe the Thanatos to perhaps be the cause of these disturbances.
Can you get us a better ship? Our ship's quite ill-equipped to handle such a threat.
He'll cock his head to the side. To be quite honest, the Enforcement Division of the Imperial Security Bureau is given very few resources to allot to our hiring division when it comes to outside of the Imperial outreaches. You have what you have, and we have chosen you because of your particular experience with, how shall we say, your history with this ship, and we would much prefer a low profile.
I look at the ground. Again, no idea what you're talking about.
I'll kind of step in. Low profile costs a high amount of credits.
Of course, we can offer credits. However, we can offer something much more. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to find the ISD Thanatos within the Mon Nebulae, board it, and retrieve it. If it cannot be retrieved, it must be destroyed. As for your payment, we are well aware that within Imperial space you are considered criminals. As an officer of the enforcement branch, I have the ability to expunge those records completely. Though only if you sign on as operatives of the Empire. Of course, however, credits are also a much more simpler arrangement.
Gotta be honest, I trust credits a lot more than Imperial promises.
We paid half up front or no deal.
Half up front.
Yeah, half. How do you expect us to gear up before the mission? First of all, we haven't even discussed a final payment at all.
You're right, I've made my offer. We can expunge your records and see to it that you are able to freely operate within Imperial space, or else you will be hunted down whenever you enter within the core worlds. Quite frankly, that is, how shall I say, wouldn't it be advantageous of you to look for work within their reaches, now would it?
We've lasted a long time under these circumstances. Nothing will change if we don't help you.
is true.
Answer my message in Steam.
Same rank, Batman, unless you
I
want
don't
to
know
be a
what that
couple of
means.
ranks higher.
Oh, okay.
We don't need your favors, and I'm not really buying into your empty threats. Credits are...
So the woman all of a sudden chimes in. I think you misconstrued the situation.
Explain.
You really don't have a choice.
Oh, really? And then he does a 180, starts walking out.
And you just hear a blaster rifle just start to charge up.
Shit. I didn't think they'd try to stop me. As soon as he hears the blaster charging up, he dives to go behind this cover.
He just like charges again and he just like jumps randomly.
Elias will glance to Crota. Will slowly shake his head.
Yeah. I'm pretty much doing the same action. I just turn behind and be like, oh my god, what's he doing? He's resorted to the Kratos of old.
Elias will look back to Adelar. I assure you, despite our compatriots' actions, we can be reasonable. Is there by chance we can still be paid despite or on top of expunging our criminal history? Danton will pause. He'll glance to the two beside him. It will be a much lesser amount that will be paid to you.
I still want to hear some numbers. What amount do you think we'd be able to receive if we didn't take the records? And what would we be able to receive in addition to the records?
Exactly how many? I see only 3 of you.
No, there are others. 5.
5, you say?
5,
It takes a moment.
6. Wait, 6. I'm trying to think.
Isn't it like? Isn't it?
It would
on
be
the S
roughly
with-
15,000 credits without the
15,000 each?
Each?
15,000 each?
total.
Come on. It's the
What
Empire.
about without the records?
He considers that.
So the woman
Without.
again, and
I mean, if we can't take more
the
credit,
woman inhales again sharply and says, "And you would have a contact in the Imperial offices."
yeah, you know what? I
As
think
well as a steady line of work where you could make more credits over
meta,
time.
meta
I'm
here.
gonna-
I take the records being erased.
I have no desire to become a puppet.
As
for
you
the
say
Empire.
about there's more chance, like there'll be steady pay. I'm gonna turn in there. I'm clearly more interested in this. You never said about working with you afterwards as well.
As I said, you would have to sign on as operatives of the Empire. We would not directly draw upon you. How shall I say? We would not directly draw on you frequently. However, we would count on you to do our bidding when we needed you. And you would be paid for those instances. And paid the full amount, since your record will have already been expunged. He glances to Barada. He narrows his eyes. All of you, despite your appearances.
I don't believe I have any history with the Empire.
Is that what he's saying?
Yep.
Wasn't you on the rebel
So
days?
you all of a sudden see the female bring a hand to her visor and just look over you. Barada, aka Dogface, been known to shoot down Imperial spaceships back on, and it just starts listing your history.
I didn't know I was that famous in the Empire.
Not famous. You simply have a record,
He's a smug grin on his face.
as do all of you.
Do I
And
have a
that
record?
can.
You was on the asteroid base, right? Wasn't that
Oh
where you
fuck
found
yeah,
her?
you're right. And oh poop.
So yeah, I'm gonna
Yeah,
say
yeah.
if you give me like proof that you're going to like release clear our names, I'll work for you.
She
If you-
glances over at you and she says, "I think this meeting is proof enough at this point."
I'll get on the comms with Barada. Sorry, I started trying to get on him with this communicator. Hey,
I missed
Barada.
knows.
I missed like wherever anyone said it, so I just disconnected from Discord.
You're your communicator. I'm
Your
contacting you.
communicator's going off, Barada.
Okay,
Yeah, that's what I
I'll
was doing this.
How rude. Leave it to a filthy alien to interrupt a conversation.
Watch your mouth.
is he
Hey,
saying about the person who's running
Hey.
or me answering it? Yeah, are you saying I'm for answering it or for the person ringing?
Hey, Barada, you
What's
there?
ringing?
Barada, you there?
I'll
Come
be
on.
like, yeah, I know, right? Filthy aliens. Yeah, hello, my attack.
What would be better to get, a custom grip or a blaster actuating module?
He
You know.
acknowledged your ping, by the way. He's waiting on you, Science Rat.
Yeah, he's answering.
Yeah, he's talking like he doesn't know what's going on.
I just put the thing down. I'm just like, yeah, as you were saying.
I just call up science real quick. I'm like, Murtag, come here, and then hang up.
Yeah, so I pretty much said yes at this point. I've just, as long as I've got proof that you're gonna clear my name, yeah, I'll work with her.
Danton will glance between all of you present. He'll reach a hand up. He'll show, or he'll pull a data pad from within his coat. You'll see a holographic display of what appears to be some sort of profile readout. To show you proof, Barada Prata glances to the man in the hood, Elias. He seems to sift through them. You see what appears to be, if you can read backwards, Barada, do a intelligence check.
Oh, perception plus.
Yeah, you can do perception.
2 yellow and green. Okay, difficulty.
2 purple.
Okay.
You see what appears to be Murtagh. His profile comes up, and it has the least in its record. There's definitely a smaller list behind its in its details than there is anyone else's, as he's the only one that hasn't had any direct contact with Imperial forces or breaking the law that the Empire knows about.
Been mostly the jobs that involve chemo and theft and murder.
Right, which all happened in HUD space, so it
Yeah,
doesn't
so
particularly matter to Empire. What does matter is anything that happened within Imperial space. And in a single moment, he presses a button, and all that is listed is erased, except for Murtagh's most basic details. And he now has a clean record
Even
within
Hoth?
Imperial space. Murtagh wasn't with them for Hoth.
I was only here for Narshada, guys. Everything past
Yeah.
Narshada, I've only...
Yeah, if you like petty pickpocketing shit,
Yeah.
like maybe some jaywalking, all of it's
Because
just gone.
I'm walking across the street with a jaybird.
As I
right,
said,
so
Which
I'm
is
a
highly illegal, by
high-ranking
the way.
high-ranking officer of the Enforcement Division of the Imperial Security Bureau. What I say goes.
Will we be going alone?
No. He gestures to the man and woman beside him. These two will accompany you on your journey to make sure that you do not betray our trust. Do not take the dreadnought to your rebel scum accomplices.
Adelar looks over at Danton and just questions him and goes, "Is this a wise decision?"
He glances to Edlar. I trust your efforts. And I trust your
gives a nod.
judgment.
I'll step forward towards Danton. I can't speak for the others, but you've got to deal with me, and knowing that I'm guessing he's proper Imperial and hates aliens, and I'm going to put my hand up to shake his hand for a deal closed.
Red or blue, Barada?
Wait, what's
Blue.
going on here? I missed that.
He's
He's
trying to
trying
shake.
to
He's trying to shake Danton's hand. You know what? Thematically, I'm just gonna say, he looks down at your hand. He grimaces, and then he reaches up. He slips his death stick between his lips, takes a long pull from it, and then he extends his hand. He takes
Yes.
Barada's hand and he shakes it.
You'll see a big smile across Barada's face, knowing how much would hate a true Imperial. Like, hate his pride.
He quickly withdraws his hand and returns it back to his side.
I just realized he's missing a leg.
No, it's behind the other leg.
Yeah,
He's walking.
That
Right.
doesn't. I can't even tell.
I can.
He's preparing to like punch someone in the face at any moment.
Before anything else happens, I kind of make a signal to Elias, like, to speak in private.
Elias will step to the side into one of the side rooms.
Elias, can we really sell out and become puppets to the people who exterminated our kind?
What kind, Rata?
Force sensitives. The Empire
He puts
hunts
a
them.
hand. He puts a hand on Krata's shoulder. What do they know about us? Truly.
I love how you're just speaking openly.
No, we said we
It's
went
not
we
into
this
step
the
one.
into a
side
side room.
Well, then move your tokens away so I don't assume you're point blank in front of me. She's just gonna kind of follow, but kind of like look off in the distance. Obviously, she's kind of attached to the group right now.
It matters not that they know of us, but we know of them and we know what they're capable of. Wouldn't that be a spit in the face to every force sensitive you've known to work with the people who cut them down?
You and Devron are roughly the same rank. Let's just say that you're both lieutenants. Adelar.
As you completely.
Codename Dogface.
Type,
Elias will-
type.
Elias will narrow his eyes, and then he'll let out a deep sigh. I understand much more than you do, Prata. But I have accepted this shame. I have accepted this pain as well. Pain is a river. You must go with the flow. We must.
Why can we not resist this once and put our foot down? Cannot work with these people.
What would be the point? They are willing to pay us to usurp Caius's efforts to destroy the galaxy. Otherwise, we would be totally on our own.
It's just degrading to become somebody's puppet.
You must be patient, Prada. Use what they offer us against them. If our records are expunged as they say, we can usurp their efforts within Imperial space, and perhaps use their trust against them.
Right. When their guard is down. Never mind.
No, you are correct. And their guard is down, and they trust us, and they do not know us for what we are. We will take advantage of it.
You saying we kill them?
Mhm. I'm not saying kill them, perhaps, but keep an eye on them and be wary. Strike at the first sign of deceit.
Alright, we'll take the job. Everybody, I head back out.
Elias will follow right after you.
She glances over at you and goes, "I heard everything you said. JK, void."
Wait. Alright, Minotaur's got
I head up to what's his name, to Danton, and say,
You mean Soulless Ginger?
yes. And I say, very well, we accept your job. But he doesn't look happy about it. And he begrudgingly extends his hand.
Danton will look down at your hand. I already shook.
He balls his fist and acts like he's about to swing, and then he calms himself down and walks away.
Shark, answer my fucking messages on Steam.
Hey,
Stop
Crowder,
Read my
yelling at
messages
me,
on
Batman.
Steam.
hey, Crowder, why did you need me again?
I did answer you. I
just
said you're the same rank.
God, really?
Yep.
Couldn't just
Both
give me
Lieutenant.
another lane.
By the way, you guys under arrest or something? Why are there imps here?
Danton will glance at the blue-skinned, white-haired, whatever the fuck that is.
Arcanian offshoot, thank you.
He'll narrow his eyes, but he will only recognize you at first as what could be a very ugly chiss. At least you have somewhat good company. That's right, you're a fucking ugly chiss.
At least I'm not a hairless cat.
He just doesn't even answer that. He just blinks, slowly lifts the death stick to his lips, takes a long drag from it, and just shakes his head, starts to walk out. And then he'll pause, look back to the party. As I said, to ensure that proper protocol is followed, and as a means of deterrence if you attempt to betray the Empire. My two operatives here will accompany you on this mission. One of them, Lieutenant Adelar here, she has a transponder that will alert you when you are within the presence of the ISD, Thanatos. But, however, once more, we do not know the exact location of the Thanatos within the Kessel sector. It has been spotted along various locations along what has been known as the quote-unquote Kessel Run. I suggest you leave Hut Space to travel to Randa, then to Zerm, and then up the trade corridor to Kessel. However, be wary, as we have been forced to withdraw all of our patrols, and the area has become rife with pirates. You'll pause, and worse. Many ghost stories have been, how shall I say, they originate within that sector known as the Maw. And then he will start to leave. Is anyone stopping him?
No.
It's kind of at this point, me and Adelar are talking. So I kind of wouldn't have been listening. It's all the others who've been listening.
So, dude's leaving, right? That's it? Before he leaves, I'll turn her. I kind of go, "Hey, Ginger. You think you could get us some laminate armor?"
Go fuck yourself, and you walk out.
Barada laughs.
He turns back around with a huge grin on his face.
Adelar just glances around at everybody.
Besides, doesn't everyone have laminate armor?
Yeah.
There's like a fucking stockpile of laminate armor on the ship.
Is this an NPC
Seriously?
or is this an actual player?
Nobody
character?
told me this. I don't have it.
This is the player character.
Can you change it to the color of whoever it belongs to?
Yeah,
See-
after I minimize it to not be a fucking giant. It's supposed to be,
Prometheus or Jacob?
no, it's supposed to be Jacob. Whatever his character was.
He's in here. He's just not in the game.
Right, he went to work because we took so fucking long.
GG.
No, he's on. You can hear him. That's him talking in the background. He's trying to
I
get to
can't hear
work.
him.
He's trying to get to work, and then he'll be able to talk later once he's at work.
I'm role playing your character. We're gonna make out real quick.
I think I've figured out who
Is his
Adam
name?
is.
Batman, is his name Cat? Is his name Cat?
No,
It's literally on his fucking token.
No, but I don't
No,
think you
no,
understand.
no,
You
no.
always called Caius your boyfriend Cat as Star, remember?
that's why we're going out into deep space so that Adlar can find Cat.
Cat is who we're looking for. What the?
Yeah.
No, I was hoping.
I'm putting.
I was-
This is me face palming right now.
I was hoping
You're
you'd call.
combining an old character with one I just made. Face
Yes,
palm.
yes, I am.
Yeah, I noticed. Thanks.
Adler
Yeah,
I need more
Adlar is
rum.
Orpa.
I need more rum.
Adlar is definitely Orpa. I need to refresh my drink as well.
That's
Some-
good, I guess.
Let's go text Astronaut Wizard.
No, I don't want to kick him again. Don't.
Tell him his love
He can't
interest
get. He
is
can't get
again.
in here unless somebody invites him. If he was kicked.
That's funny.
I
Some
might forget.
tier. Anyhow, you guys just encountered my new player character if Caius dies.
Who's that?
Soulless Ginger.
Oh,
Is
nice.
that his code name?
Well then, shall we get to?
Get it, Soul? Get it?
Oh my god, you're right.
Too many parallels. It's so weird.
Oh,
Crud.
I play Soul.
I had to.
I also play Soulless Ginger. And Geraldo.
Geraldo.
I was not paying attention to the deal at hand, as I was more interested on this individual leaving.
I just kind of stand there.
Elias glances around. He'll look back to Adlar. You said that you have a transponder. It will allow us to track the ship, yes?
Yes.
Good. That will make things much easier.
And she pulls out a data pad to
Made
show
sense.
you.
Yeah, I guess it sounds.
By science.
Science dies. Right there on the spot.
He just clutches
Already
his chest.
Goes back into his hibernation chamber till next week.
Oh,
It gets him ingraded into the ship.
the sun! The sun is coming out. I must bury myself. He just digs a hole.
That's how that works. Alright, Adelar glances over at the Jedi wannabe.
Which one?
You're looking at
There's only
Krata?
one. Sorry, my left hand is busy holding my cup, otherwise I would tab the point.
Wait, what'd you just say?
His
Are you sure it's your cup?
Oh, he said cup.
His
Yeah,
cup,
my
cup,
dick?
cup.
Is that what you wanted to
I
hear?
thought you said
Jesus
your cock.
Christ.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, selective hearing, alright. I take it that you are about to buy supplies.
I have everything that I need. He glances to Krata. We have retrieved what we sought, correct?
Correct, but there's some modifications I'd say we need to make to it.
I have one.
You're right. I do believe you have the fusion cutter, correct?
Yep, it's in the apartment.
Good, then we have the majority of what we need.
So he goes in,
Interesting.
takes it out.
I have a droid on the dossier, but I do not see a droid here.
Where's the droid?
He's busy drowning his sorrow and spending his coin.
But he
The
will
droid has no
accompany
money.
Us, correct?
The droid has a shit ton of money. What are you talking about? The droid's entire chest space is filled with a face and money. Speaking of which, what are you doing with that face since they shoved it back into your core
No time.
and you ran off with it?
Well, he's not going to do anything until he gets someone to repair him.
He's functional. Just a little hurt.
You're functional and conscious. You're just hurt.
He's done helping the group if he's not going to get repaired.
Hmm.
Anyways, shall we be off?
Not quite.
I'm ready.
Alright,
Elias and I have some business to attend to. It shouldn't take too long.
we will meet you at the Crate Fang. And they just turn and start heading it off. It's a mystery how they knew that name.
Yeah, I'll make my way there.
All right, Elias,
Metafang.
we should separate this saber, and before we leave, I'll give you your original weapon back, and I can have a weapon of my own.
The best thing to break a lightsaber is a lightsaber.
AKA a fusion cutter.
Yeah, because the weld sucks. Are you very mechanically apt, Elias?
Not at all.
I think I could get the job done then.
Is Soul
Show
gonna
it
be
to me.
coming?
Do you have it, or do I
Soul
have
has
it?
is taking an extended hospital stay.
Okay.
You have it, Krata.
All right, I pull the lightsaber out. Hand it to Elias.
Alright, so I just want to do a little something here. Hold on here. So as the party, aka the two Imperials, are walking the ship, where the hell did the mask go? Just fell off the map or something. Oh, there it is. Are walking down some corridors to the Fang. They actually happen to bump into Dread. Ah, there's the droid that was mentioned in the dossier. She says over to Dev.
Adlar, are you force sensitive at all? Same question to Devron. Are
He's not
either
here,
of you
though.
force sensitive? He's here, but he's driving. I want to do
It's
everything that I
unclear.
can to make sure that he crashes. Devron.
No, she's not.
I am not either.
Neither of you are actually force sensitive. It doesn't matter if you know if you are, by the way. Just purely meta, yes or no.
No.
Okay.
Anyway, she acknowledged Dread, like literally stepped in front of her way, his way, and is holding
Oh,
like a
I
data pad.
I never left the hospital. I don't know
I thought you
how
said you
ended
were
up here.
wandering because you didn't feel like you were going to stay with the group because they didn't repair you.
I never left the hospital.
Oh, avoid this then.
Dread, what are you doing? Stop being mopey. What are you actually doing?
I'm waiting for someone to pay for my repairs.
Fucking Jew bastard.
Are you serious?
Yep.
Okay.
I fear you might be left behind there.
I don't have credits. I don't think very many of us have credits at all.
I have credits, but I saw him stuffing his parts full of money.
Yeah.
All right, so
Soul
what's
is
the check
unconscious
to-
in the hospital. If the droid was like staying behind inside the hospital, mm, I mean, all it will take from you, Dread, is to like pay 300 of what you have. Everyone has paid for themselves. If you're not going to pay for yourself, then you're fucked. Flat out.
Hey, sorry, but what do you think the check would be to undo the weld between the sabers?
Probably a mechanics check, I would think.
Yeah, I have mechanics ready.
Yeah.
My mechanics
Hold on a
is out.
second. Hold on a second.
Yeah, I'm waiting. I was just wondering. Whenever you're ready.
I get what you're saying, Batman, but that it's going to cost someone 300 credits. So if either of you choose, like, oh, okay. So deduct 300 credits. So anyhow, Dread, as you are diddling around in the hospital, you see someone like come out of one of the hallways, and they're looking around. They've got what appears to be a data pad, and they're staring at it. You hear the data pad chirp, and it beeps, and it starts to beep steadily faster as it gets closer and closer to you. Finally, the technician, he stops right in front of Dread, and the data pad is going beep 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 beep. He deactivates it. He lowers it back to his side. Oh, you must be the droid we were sent to fix. Oh, okay then. Well, let's get this right over with here. He pulls out a set of tools and he starts to work on you.
Who paid for this?
As you ask that question, you see the two Imperial officers start to approach from outside the hospital. They make their way to the technician as the technician is finishing his repairs. Enter Edelar.
Lieutenant Avron, please sit outside the door. Gestures and the male leaves after they both entered. Hello, Mr. And she pulls out a datapad. Droid known as Dread.
I need to know who paid for this. Okay.
She kind of like looks towards the droid and then the datapad and then just slowly raises her hand like, that would be me.
Okay, we can be friends.
Yes, friends.
Would you like to buy a mask?
Probably not. Anyways, what are your protocols?
Well, I've just entered a new protocol into my interface. It's not help Karada anymore. I'm extremely pissed off with the entire group.
The reason you have been repaired is because of the group that you mentioned.
But you just said you paid for it.
Does it matter where the funds came from? The reason behind it was because of your team.
They stole something from me, and they turn me off constantly. So I'm just a little pissed off at this point. Doesn't seem very friendly. Throwing me against walls, stealing my
She
stuff.
would roll her eyes under her mask as the droid's talking. She points at the droid, and particularly towards the vulnerable spot of where the off button is, and says, you should probably have that covered, as it seems to be missing from your droid plate.
Well, let's talk to this technician then.
She kind of waves her hand, like back towards the technician. Be like, how much would it cost to have that button covered?
The technician glances at the droid, notices that the button is indeed uncovered. He looks back. You sure you want it covered? I mean, a droid isn't. I mean, he isn't exactly sentient. I mean, I'm a technician. I ain't a fucking doctor. I ain't a psychologist either. Seems to me like you need his fucking logic protocols fixed.
She just taps her faceplate as if almost like face palming, just says, "A droid is meant to have restraints in its protocol, not in its physical appearance. Battle droids do not have off switches, and this droid is clearly meant for battle. So please cover the damn switch, and we will pay the bill."
Well, actually, he's definitely not meant for battle.
Shut your trap
okay.
before I
okay.
recommend that you get reassigned by Imperial Intelligence. Do what you're told, and fix the problem.
All right. Couple of pieces of steel won't cost much. Maybe 50 credits.
All right. She just taps her data pad, and 50 credits is siphoned out of her account.
All right. Cool. He takes like a piece of like shoddy sheet metal from one of his. He takes it from his backpack.
Just duct tapes it on.
Yeah, pretty much.
Welded, please.
You never stated that.
Well, I mean that's gonna cost like another 50 credits just for the effort. But,
I think we need to find a new technician. Wouldn't you agree? And she looks over at Dev.
Sure, if you want to pay a little bit more. I mean, damn. You're on
I
our
think
shop,
there are
dude.
plenty of technicians that would gladly service the Imperial without question, and she literally just starts glancing as if she's like about to reach for her blaster.
He raises an eyebrow. You really want to do that after the Empire declared war in Hutt space and killed 10,000 innocent people?
I think that you fail to realize that they'd have to find your body first.
We're standing in a hospital.
Yes, which I could easily just put a sheet over you and put you in the morgue. Do your job without question, or it will cost you dearly. How much for the welding?
Another 50 credits. 100
Beep,
total.
boop. God damn it.
You drive a hard wagon, sir.
He notices the extra 50 transferred and he says, all right, that's all it took. He just takes his fusion cutter out, adjusts a few settings on it, and he starts to weld it, a little piece of sheet metal over the
Once
off
he's
switch.
done, she's just going to be like, your contract has ended. Find a new job. Get lost.
Will do. Glad to offer you my best service. And he walks out.
Mm-hmm.
Like, no, it was easy. No, we have 25 credits.
Just looks over at the droid and be like, you're an expensive one, that is for sure, but your defect has been corrected. As I was trying to say earlier, your services to your friends, and she kind of rolls her hands as she says this, are still needed. That with the Imperial aid, of course, such as yours truly.
Well, as long as you're paying, we can be friends.
Good. I'm glad to hear it. Whenever you're ready.
I
please
do have
suit up.
some. I do have some items that I need to sell.
Oh?
Can you?
I am no
assist me?
businesswoman. You might be able to find a merchant in the city to sell to, but however, your services are required at the Great Fang.
Can you take me to the nearest merchant, please?
I'm not much of a tour guide and have barely been on this planet for more than, she kind of like touches her visor, 3 hours and 45 minutes.
By the way, Reggae, I succeeded on the check.
I do have a list of suggestions. She touches her
What's the
visor
check?
again.
I thought you were indicating you wanted it to be average to separate that.
Oh, no. 4
Oh,
purple.
more. 4. Okay.
A red, surely a red, just in case you actually.
Yeah, I'll flip a force die to make it a red.
Because there's a possibility, obviously, if you're actually destroying the sabers, your fusion cutting in through it.
Nuts. Wait, I canceled it out. Shit.
As
So
you
just one
take
thread.
the fusion cutter through it, you manage to split the lightsaber in half. However, as you do, sparks fly through
Oh.
the back end of the already damaged and distorted handle.
Reggae, with what I just said via chat, willpower is 2 if you're gonna make me roll.
No, you won't roll. You won't have to.
Okay.
Not unless it's exposed.
Yep. Anyways, I gave a list of merchants that are in the database for Imperial handlings in Nar Shaddaa and Direct Dread if he wants to do shopping. So just a
Yes,
fair
I
warning,
do.
he might want to sell the mask to somebody else, but
I've
Adelar is
I've
going to
got.
say your services will be paid for. You were not at the meet, however.
I
for
have-
services.
other items to sell.
Hmm?
I
Well,
have
no.
other
You
items to
said
sell.
items in general, and she just said she's not a merchant, and will pretty much address you to merchants.
Well, if
Well-
that's happening, then are you done with the droid, Adelar?
Yeah, I was about to say, like, we have more services for you. The Empire, again, is going to pay the group based off each head that participates, and she gives the number that was mentioned in the deal and says, also, your record, if any, with the Imperial will be stricken, aka clean slate, if you don't know what that means. And then she turns her back towards the droid and says, I will meet you at the Crate Fang at hangar number blah 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 blah, and starts moving out with Dev.
Okay, so now I will move on to dealing with Dread. Dread, are you actually going to attempt to sell?
I'm just gonna go to the ship. I don't have any credits. Just be aware of that.
What do you mean you don't have any
No,
credits?
you
have a
can
chest
sell your
full of
items,
credits. Like,
though,
you can
too.
still sell your items and stuff, yeah.
But that's
And you have
that's what I'm trying to-
5,000.
That's
No,
I have
he
0
wants to
credits.
role play. Shark is offering to role play as merchants for you right now, is what he's saying.
Yeah. Like, you have the chance to do this. You're not being forced to go off. Like, we're pretty much close to
the
finishing up
break
for the night.
before the next battle is pretty much is why he's
Like,
letting
you have your chance to do this. Like, we're pretty much at the end of this session for the night. Like, if you want to actually sell these items like you said you would, just
I
use
do.
it.
I do
Yeah.
want to sell the items.
Yeah, like, go ahead and, like, but you need to role play it out. Like, you need to say what you're doing.
Well, I asked the Imperial dude to find me a merchant. So did he find one or not? I don't
Yes, she offered you a number of merchants that are nearby, and you also have the information downloaded into you to, like, in
know. All
fact,
right. Well, just
of
point me in the
particular
location.
note, you notice that there is a hut that is interested. Specifically, Gardoga, the hut.
I wanna visit that particular merchant then.
All right. The information that you have for them leads you to what appears to be a bar. Specifically, the Twisted Nipple. It is a
Alright.
dance club and very seedy joint.
All right. I'm just gonna look for the merchant and approach the merchant. Don't really care about any of the surroundings.
All right, so you get on the taxi. You pay a very paltry amount of credits to transport you to the Twisted Nipple. You maneuver your way through the crowd to notice that this Gardoga the hut is standing at the far end of the bar, has its own crowd around it. Seems that there are a number of people in line to try to sell their various wares.
There's
Also,
a
you
line.
have there's a line, but you also have about 14,000 worth of credits on you, including the mask, just so that you are aware.
Just in gold.
just in gold.
Okay, well, I'm getting to the back of this line, I guess. And waiting to be served.
All right. So, as time passes, the party, waits around, starts to wonder where the droid is. But as time goes on, you eventually make your way to the front of the line, and the hut glances at you. Oh, ho, ho, ho. What you have to offer?
I have a bunch of gold. I'm trying to offload for credits.
Oh, gold.
Did you
I
actually
have-
say that, Hank? Or
No, I'm just putting that in why we are like No.
Then don't tell me that.
asterisks.
He looks at you. Show. And he gestures to one of the a Twi'lek standing at its side. The Twi'lek steps forward and holds out an empty tray.
I'm dumping all the gold onto the tray. Take a look. I have this to sell. What will you offer?
Sorry, hold on a second. All right. So the hut glances at the pile of gold, reaches a hand up and rubs it across its triple chin. Oh, 7,500 credits.
I happen to know that's worth a lot more than that. So that's not going to be enough.
You happen to know. We have plenty of credits. Gold is easy to find.
If you have plenty of credits, then you can hand them over to me then.
Oh, we will. 7,500 credits. This is nothing special. I seek great treasure.
Well, how about I spice up the deal with a big red gem, and you can give me a decent price for what the gold and gem's worth.
Gem. Show.
I'm going to put the gem on the tray.
The Twi'lek will take the gem from the tray. He'll hand it off to what appears to be a Weequay bouncer, who takes the tray of gold. The Twi'lek will step aside. He'll inspect the gem closely. He'll hold it up. He'll look at it. He'll take a data pad and start to scan it. 10,000 credits.
Well, would you spice? I'll spice up the deal again, and I'll give you some green crystal fragments, and I know they're worth some money.
Fragments. Show.
I put them on the tray. Green.
Bah! Get
They're all
it
shiny.
out. Nothing. No want.
They have magical properties.
Magic. No want.
12,000, and we'll call it even.
10,000. Get out of
11,000.
face, droid.
11,000. It's all yours, including the green crystal fragments.
Where is your master, droid?
I am on
Oh,
my
you
own
better
master.
use me. You better use me. Oh, fuck, you screwed.
Ho, 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 ho.
Fucked up.
Your own master. We take you. We take your gold. We take your gem. You are alone. Free. Ho, ho, ho. What have you to stop us?
2 Jedi, a couple Imperial agents, some brawny reptile dude. I'll stop you. They're not my masters, but they're friends.
Friends? Where your friends?
I'm gonna pull out the mask and put it on my face.
As soon as you pull out the mask,
Yeah. What?
his eyes will widen, and everyone around you will just stop. The weak way that holds the tray will drop it, and all the gold will just fall to the floor.
What do you think of me now?
Oh, give me mask. Give me mask.
If you give me credits,
Adelar just
20,000.
slowly turns her head towards the heart of Nar Shaddaa.
Elias as well. He'll step out of the crate fang and he'll stare out to the center of the city.
Oh, we were in the crate thing?
Yep.
Oh, I
Prada,
forgot
you
this
can
place,
feel
so-
it as well. You feel this clenching feeling within your chest. Something is
So-
drawing your attention out to the center of the city.
Alright, I grip my lightsaber and prepare to go to the city.
You mean you grip the broken
Did I
hilt?
fucking break it?
You broke half of it.
Which, oh, I assume I broke the half that was Caius's.
I mean,
Yep.
you didn't so much break it, you just damaged the already shitty part of the lightsaber.
Does it still work, though? Still turn
Nope.
on?
Well, why don't you try it, actually?
I'll try to turn it on.
As soon as you try to turn it on, sparks just shoot out from the hilt. Just spray everywhere.
Alright. I'm gonna examine what the issue with it is. Let me look at it. What's wrong with it?
You have no fucking clue.
Can I make a
There's so
mechanics
much
check?
that looks wrong with it that you have no idea. Yeah. It's
Alright.
gonna be a red, 3 purple. And a black since you already damaged it once.
I'm just inspecting it, though, so I'm not gonna damage it, am I?
You're
By
just
looking at it?
inspecting it. No,
Okay,
not
good.
gonna damage it further. You have
Oh,
no
dear.
fucking clue.
Alright, I'm like, I need to
In
take
fact,
this
as you look at it, as you stare at it, you feel like you know even less as you look at its internal components. And
I'm
it's
just like-
in such disarray, and it's so, how shall I say? It's so, like its build is so
Mickey, I'm not
chaotic. It
there.
looks
I
like
was
it's
asking
just
the
thrown
hospital staff.
apart by a bunch of, like, pieces. It looks like you even recognize what appears to be a heavy blaster battery that's just like haphazardly strapped to part of the insides.
Okay, I head down to the, I just kind of wandering around. I happen to end up at the same hospital. And I walk to the same technician that helped,
Oh,
Dredden.
cool. You walked to me.
Of Dredden. This is I didn't know they were there, though. I just kind of walked to that
It's
technician
the
area.
last place that you remember the droid being is at the hospital.
Yeah,
Oh,
'cause-
no, it's not you. Okay, so I
Alright.
am wandering away from the hospital.
so yeah, I'm like, I need to get this thing working. So I walk down to the industrial sort of sector where people are selling stuff. No, it's not really industrial, but like that hospital. Same place, whatever. And so I go there and I say, do you have
The-
Oh, sorry, what?
Go ahead.
say go to the hospital reception, be like, do you happen to have a technician working here?
You're in the hospital?
That's where you guys found that technician, right?
Yeah.
He seems smart. I'll go up to him.
Hey, yeah, what's up? What do you want?
All right. Before I pull it out, I'll pay you a lot of credits to keep your mouth shut. And I pull out the lightsaber.
Security.
I like show it to him.
Oh shit. Oh shit. Get that fucking thing. No,
No, please,
Oh,
no.
shove
Hey,
it away. No.
1,500 credits if you help me
No.
fix it.
Oh.
1,500.
Oh god. No.
Oh wait.
I
While
can't.
he's doing this, while he's
I
doing
can't.
this, while he's doing this.
Can't. I'm
I-
sorry. Just.
I'm pulling out my force die. I'm gonna give him
15,000
some
credits
happy
though.
thoughts.
I mean, oh god.
All right, I'm using a happy thought, and I'm making him sort of imagine all the things he could do with that kind of money.
Oh man. So many Twi'lek strippers. I can finally. I
dear
can finally
God.
buy. I can finally buy.
no way
I
you
can
can get
finally
caught.
buy Baby J. Ooh, sweet marmalade. Okay.
All right.
What's wrong with it? What? Come on in here.
All right,
Get out of sight.
get out of
God,
sight, and I pull out the mangled.
I just dealt with some
mess.
Imperial bitches. I mean, you need to get this shit. Just cover your back. Damn.
So I turn to cover my back, and I'm So, I say, well, the first issue I know is that the metal's warped to hell. I figured you could help me with that. The rest, don't have a damn clue. Do you happen to have any parts from the
Hey, he's here.
Republic before its fall?
What? You think I have the pieces to replace it? What? Like, look at this shit. This looks like
Okay.
Did you build this?
No.
I gotta say right now, if you built this, you fucking
All right. All right.
This some bullshit.
If you can get it to work, you get 1,500 credits.
Oh no. You pay me 7,500 credit, and I'll try to get it to work. I will try. I will
Try.
do my
He changes-
absolute
He
best.
changes it to try.
Here. I'll make you a favor. I'll make you a deal. Give you the 750 right now, and we'll work on it together. Because I also believe I can.
You trying to
I
hold
could
my
actually
hand?
provide help.
I think I
No,
know
it's the
more
fact-
about working this bullshit than you do. Look at this. He points at like a piece and that belongs to a fucking blaster pistol, yo. A blast pistol.
I didn't make the
This is-
lightsaber. Okay?
This is. Shh.
I didn't make it. Okay. I didn't make it.
Shut up. There
We
are
can work on
Imperial.
it together.
I just got paid by the Empire. They could still be listening. Shh.
Oh, Jacob's a Jedi? Okay, so anyway, I just motion to my sword and say, alright, look. Any Imperials come, I'll take care of them. But we could work on this. And we'll just get it working.
I don't think that's what he's implying. That's out of character. Sorry.
Sorry, I don't know if I misinterpreted what you're saying. I thought he was worried about getting caught.
Well,
I'm
no,
saying.
it doesn't matter if you take care of him because it's being recorded. He's gonna be blacklisted altogether and be wanted just for helping you.
She shook my hand, yo. She could have put those nanobots in my skin.
Look,
It's in my skin. Shh.
Wait, I shook her hand? Oh, well, fuck.
look, it's Nar Shaddaa. I can find
Dude,
another guy who'll do it for
you-
cheaper.
Didn't you hear? They fucking killed all those people. And they
Yeah,
just left
I
like it
heard
was
about it.
nothing. They got away with that shit, yo.
You
And the
understand?
Hutts did nothing. They didn't do anything.
I
the-
heard
the
that
fucking-
wasn't the Empire.
That Super Star Destroyer came in. It came in, and that guy, that what they call him, that fucking robot guy. He came in. He talked to the Hutts. You know what the Hutts said? Whatever. He didn't give a shit. They didn't give a shit. Who the fuck you think they're gonna give a shit about us? Who the fuck you think they're gonna give a shit about me? No. 7,500 credits, flat out. I will do my best. That's it. That's all you get.
7,500.
This is deep shit, yo.
I believe our original offer. That's sevenfold what this thing's worth.
That's half of what you offered. That's
I
half.
offered
Half up
1,500.
front.
I offered
Yeah,
1,500.
7,500 plus 7,500 is 1,500. I ain't that stupid, yo.
1,500. Oh my gosh. This guy's math is off.
Sounds like he's that stupid.
I thought Reggae was making a mistake at first. I'll pay you the 750 to have a look at it.
I'm looking at it right now, so you better pay up.
Oh, he's got you.
Oh, he got you.
I give him the 750.
You really giving him 750? 750? Okay. 7,500
to-
credits. Well,
Can
actually,
we
you
do
did
this,
say
Shark, because I think this would happen about this time.
Okay, so as this is happening, what are you doing, Adelar?
Literally just walks into this hut throne room that fucking Dread's in. Walks pretty much up next to Dread, and just kneels in front of the hut while presenting an ID, like handing it out to whatever guard wants to grab it, and just pretty much.
You need to know that the mask is presented, like it's up in the open air.
Oh,
As
I'm
you
putting the
get
mask
closer
back
and
in.
Closer.
I'm gonna send a text.
All I want to do is sell the. I just want some money so I can buy some. That's literally it.
All of the Force sensitives would feel it. Like if you're out there and the mask is in the open air, you're a Force sensitive, you need to do a willpower check. Just flat out, and it's going to be 2 red, 2 purple.
Oh dear God.
All right.
It depends on if they would stop me from entering there or not. So let's
They
go ahead
won't
and ask
stop
that
you.
first.
They're totally focused on mask, 100%.
Oh fuck. Well,
15,000 credits. Give us mask.
I
wait,
feel-
who's this? Who's
I feel
rolling
bad.
this?
That was my willpower. I'm sorry. Did I accidentally take away your dice?
You're
roll?
not there. You're not there.
Oh, I thought you said
You're
all
not there.
Force sensitives immediately do a
Just
willpower.
anyone
If
who's
you
there
can
in
see
the
the
open
mask.
area.
Oh,
Yeah,
I'm
if you
so
can
sorry.
See the mask.
Can I? Oh my God, this is huge.
Like the
whoops.
mask is a major
Look at
fucking
that.
plot
Look at that.
That's not the actual thing as well. We had loads of whites, but we didn't.
No,
carry
I
them over.
flipped
No, it was
Fuck
flipped. It
that.
was flipped. It was a white.
No, there were tons of whites at the end of the last table. Oh,
Look at that
Oh.
despair.
It's
Oh,
leaning.
no.
It's leaning. No, you touched it. It
No.
was
I did.
leaning. Fuck
It was
you.
leaning. It was leaning on the despair, and I pulled it away, and it landed
Come
on
on.
that despair.
No, come
Yep.
on. I get to
That's
reroll
how we
both.
always
They
do
were
it.
leaning against each other.
Nope.
They were leaning against each other. They were
a
leaning
despair.
against each other. Let me
100%
reroll.
despair.
Don't be an asshole. Let me
Nope, that's
reroll.
despair.
Let me reroll. Don't be an
Nope.
asshole.
Nope.
It
The dice-
it
the
doesn't
dice
matter
stand,
though,
the dice
because even
stand.
it doesn't matter though, because even if I re-rolled them both, I think I wouldn't have gotten a success on this anyways. So
So,
yeah, I really
Adelar,
want that
as
mask.
You approach, you feel your eyes drawn to the mask, and for some reason, you have your blaster pistol in your hands, and it's charging up as we speak.
Like,
I'm
aimed
gonna
at
put-
who?
Like you have your weapons drawn, and
But
you
I'm
are
putting
even-
them.
preparing
No,
to
no, no,
fire on
You're,
Dread.
you're telling me that the pull on the mask would make me lose all ambition of self-survival? If I knew I could get him away from the huts and then the mask, wouldn't I try to do that first?
That's what that despair is, though. The despair is that you are
Why wouldn't you
prepared
just
to shoot.
roll the thing?
You are prepared to shoot Dread in the back of the head. Like you are.
So
your
as
weapon's
I
drawn.
point that out, okay, so I will go with that. And as I'm pointing the blaster at Dread, I'll say to the hut, I assume he's presenting it like this, and I'm coming in, right? I'll say
Mhm.
that Imperial drone has stolen Imperial property, and is now deemed a threat. Droid, please drop your items, or no, please gather your items and approach me. If you draw a weapon, I will shoot at you.
I'm putting my mask back in my compartment so no one can see it. So that's done.
Let me know how I would handle this then.
as the mask is starting to be put away, roll another willpower check. Just re-roll the whole thing.
Oh god, don't make me shoot him. I'm sorry, friendo.
No,
Is what I'm gonna say.
Friendo.
I'm sorry, friendo. The mask made me do it.
I swear.
Oh,
No.
4 successes! Go fuck yourself!
You
Oh,
manage
I
to
restrained
feel
myself.
like you
Thanks,
restrain
friend.
yourself, and Dread manages to put the mask away. As
Okay,
you
I'm
do,
gonna
you see
sell
the crowd
I'm gonna
around
sell
the
this
hut.
stuff. Just let me sell the stuff and get out of here. if
Well,
possible.
no, it's
Hold on.
too late. I already said that you stole our shit. So
Droid
it's up to
mask. Droid offer gold. You give us for wasting time. Give us mask.
I'm
is he
not-
drawn to the mask, or does he just want it because it looks cool? Like, how would I incite this?
It's not so much that they are drawn to the mask as
Yeah,
soon
'cause
as
it
they
looks
saw
cool.
the mask, like their eyes are glazed over. Like the hut, his like eyes are like half narrowed, and he's just staring at the droid at this point. It's not even that he has a chance to resist.
So I approach, keeping my blaster on, like pointing towards him, by the way, and I'll kneel real quick. You know, the common hut courtesy and whatnot, as Imperials still have some sort of I wouldn't say alignments, but you know, it's a back and forth kind of a thing. So I greet him, you know, kneeling down real quick. I'll present my identification number and my credentials to whatever person is here, and say like, the value of the mask will be given to you via Imperial. Just present my ID number and whatnot. Blah 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 blah. Formalities. But the droid and his items actually belong to Imperial and are above my pay grade. I can't actively give you these items. I just offered gold though in the amount of what the mask is worth. If that's not appealing to him, then we were screwed from the beginning.
His mouth starts to hang open, and this thick slobber of drool starts to drip from his lips. I'm gonna roll a willpower.
For what exactly?
The hut.
What? He is force sensitive. I'm fucking.
No, he's not force sensitive. I'm doing this just to, because otherwise I'm gonna flat out say that like he's gonna resist it. Well, no, it's not that he's gonna resist it. He's gonna flat out demand the mask. Like, I'm doing this just to give you guys a chance, because he's not force sensitive. The mask is like it's literally a galaxy changing item.
Pay him
And you guys offered to. It's Dread that whipped the fucking mask out in public.
All right.
Is he still friendo?
It appears so, but she is literally scoffing in her mask with the transmitter off. Like, dear fucking god.
Like, I'm even giving him a bigger role than you guys have. So.
Oh, Luck! Come on, Luck! Come on, Luck!
Nope.
Come on.
Nope.
Boost. Wait, I have calming demeanor.
Do you?
It's a boost die. Yeah, it's in my force. It's in my force sensitivity tree.
Huh?
Nope.
No. That you failed.
Nope.
You're rolling it. You failed with
Yep.
advantage.
Yep. Yep. That's a fail. Give us mask.
No, you failed.
He
I didn't
gestures to
fail.
the side.
You failed.
You
The
just-
weak bouncer.
You
who,
just said you were
dropped
gonna
the,
roll willpower.
Yeah, he
No,
dropped
yeah,
the.
no. The hut is rolling willpower.
And the hut
Yeah,
failed.
exactly.
The hut gestures to the weak way bouncer beside him, who dropped the tray of gold, and all of this stuff that you have given and put on the tray is now just sprawled all over the floor. The weak way looks to the hut. And then he reaches down and he draws his blaster and he pulls it and he aims it at both of you.
The hut is aiming a blaster. Even
No,
though
the
he-
weak way bouncer next to the hut is pointing the blaster. And as the weak
He's
way
fucking
pulls his
force
blaster,
sensitive. I
no,
just raised my hands up.
Look,
There's not
can
really
I
much
just-
to do.
I just
give
want to
us
sell.
mask.
You can have it for 20,000. You can have
If
the
no,
other
no, no, no,
stuff.
no,
Deal.
I'm gonna interrupt. I'm
Deal.
interrupting him
Give us
And
mask.
and saying this droid is clearly malfunctioning and does not speak for the Empire. And if you do harm on
Shoot
Demir, this...
Imperial, bitch.
No. You didn't let me
Shoot her.
finish. Let me finish. And as I have said, we have offered that you can use my ID number, and the Imperial will pay you what the mask is worth. And if you draw fire on an Imperial agent, you will doom the Hutt Empire to go to war with the Imperials over something as minuscule as a droid malfunctioning. Do you want to really be responsible for that, Hutt? And as I'm going to say, as respectful as I can in a tone, with the whole sharp inhales in between, like every 8 goddamn words.
Empire kill innocent people. Assault Nar Shaddaa. Directly attack Hutt space. Declare war in the name of the Empire.
We're
One
at a, like, I'm
woman,
going to mention
one
we're at a
agent.
truce.
Means nothing. Give
We're
us
at-
mask or die. We pay
gonna-
20,000 credits. Give us mask.
You can have it for 20,000 and 11,000 for all the other items. So
You seriously are going to keep talking?
I'm want to get out of here, so I want to sell it in a
You
dumb
chose
way.
to cover up his
Take
power.
mask.
Yeah, I was gonna say you made a goof.
Yeah, you just made a goof. As soon as you tried to like subject even more, he gestures toward the droid. As soon as you said 11,000.
So she's going to stand up from her kneeling position, not touching her blaster or anything, and says, make this deal with the droid. Whatever funds that he acquires, send to this account number, and I give him my number, my account number. As, like I said, he is malfunctioning. We will renegotiate for the mask later in the future, if that is acceptable, for probably double of what you're paying for it now. And if more gold, like, is literally what I just offered him in the future, is not tempting to him, I'm gonna be fucking pissed. But I give the account number, my agent number, to said bouncer who's over here.
You droid's owner, yes.
I give a nod, and as I've said, it is malfunctioning.
We transfer 20,000 credits to your number. Give mask.
I say, do the transaction with me not in the room, because I don't want to make another fucking horse. And I give it to the guy and said, escort the droid outside the room for me. Once you are done with this transaction, I could not be present, as this is just against all regulation at this point, and I just start walking out.
He'll gesture after you, and as he does, a portion of his posse of Weequay guards will step off, 4 of them, and they
Are they,
will
is
escort
anybody
you.
escorting me?
Yes, you have
That's
2.
good.
The droid
That's
has
great.
2.
Good. Doors closed. Go ahead.
Give me some money into my account. I'm handing over my account details. Just give me all the money.
He's already
I want
paid
money.
into.
Oh, for Christ's
He's
sake.
gonna say he already paid it. I'm not gonna fuck you over if that's what you think. If you got any sort of like vibe from me, I'm not here to fuck anybody over.
I mean, he's a droid. He doesn't feel anything.
Well, he can analyze certain words and pitches, can't he?
Yes.
There you go. Anyways, I'm just trying to de-escalate this. You'll get your money, is all I'm saying. But that's OC.
Okay,
Anyhow,
so
both of you have like a set of 4 Weequay guards. You've been escorted to the back room of the bar, out of sight.
Who, me? I just wanted to leave, like in general. Like I said, escort.
They're not
the
letting you
drone.
leave without the mask.
No. He's
Mm-hmm.
got the mask though. They've seen him with the mask. Why would they care about me? I said.
All right,
as
so they
long as
don't
the
care
credits
about
are-
you. If
Yeah.
you are leaving the bar, that's all
The
fine
bar
and dandy.
and remaining outside the doors. Yes.
They're not
Wait,
gonna.
'cause
They're
I
not
told
gonna
them
give
to
the
bring
Imperial
droid
the
to me
credits
once
though.
the transaction's over.
Not while the
Okay.
droid holds the mask.
Right, they are waiting for the exchange of the mask. They're not
Yeah.
going to let the droid leave without you directly saying that you are handing the mask over.
I'm giving you the mask and all the gems and all the gold and the green fragments. They're all yours.
No, he doesn't want that. He just wants the mask from you. He literally even said
He
20.
literally just
And-
wants the mask.
Well,
You can
I
Save it.
Oh,
Save
you're
it for another time. please, just leave.
Alright, I'm leaving.
Save yourself.
I'm
Wait, are
going back to
you
the
are
ship.
you like collecting? You have the chance to collect all your other shit. He
Yeah,
literally
gather
just
up
offered
your stuff.
20,000. Like he literally only offered you 20,000 for the mask.
Yeah,
He doesn't know
gather your
he
stuff,
no
take your
longer cares
credits, and
about
walk
anything
away.
else.
I'm
So
gathering-
as soon as
Credits, getting out of here. I'm done.
he didn't give you any credits. He sent them to my account. But as you're leaving the door and just scrapping it to a loss, I literally greet you and say, "Droid, that was a dumb move. But give me your
Well,
account
since
number."
you guys did not declare it, the rest of them just scoop up all the other shit that you left behind.
He
and
said
take
it.
it for
He just
free.
said it though. He literally just said he was gonna collect his stuff.
I
collect the
did not
credits.
hear him say that he was collecting his stuff.
Well, I'm not gonna control his character because he didn't finish his sentence.
Right.
I said I'm handing over everything. Give me the money. Let's get on with it. That's what I said.
Right. So that's exactly what he
Alright.
said. So
I tried to help you.
right. So you got a transfer of 20,000 credits to your account, Adelar. They took the mask after you guys like left your other shit there behind.
It's not my.
I
fault.
said,
No,
I
so-
said, give me the money for the everything, and then I was gonna leave. That's
yeah, they
including
gave
the
you
red
the
gem.
20,000 credits.
Okay.
No.
Yep.
They didn't give him anything. Let's be honest. They didn't give him anything.
Right, they gave you guys 20,000 credits.
Yeah, but the droid directly said, "Give me the money for the mask."
Right, but they
So,
now
I said
believe that the
so-
droid is malfunctioning.
Okay,
So-
let's start fresh. Let's start fresh. I
Paying
said,
Adeland is not giving him the money though,
Give
for
me
the mask.
give me the money for everything. So that's the mask for 20,000, which was agreed. It was the 11,000 for the other items, which was agreed. Then I was gonna leave.
So you're saying,
Roll a negotiation check.
saying 31,000 then.
If
Well,
you
20
really
is
want to
already
do this,
gone,
you need to
right?
be like rolling more checks. Like you need to be rolling negotiation or charm or something. Because at this point, they're only going to give you 20,000. Like you need to do like a negotiation check or a coerce check or something.
How much difficulty?
At this point, it's going to be 4 purple.
And that's
Because
actually going
at
easy.
this point, yeah,
if
that's
I give
going
you,
very
if I
easy.
give you the if I
It's
give you
against the hut
negotiation
as
on the
well,
hut,
because on
it's
the hut's
actually it's more like 4 red.
Yeah. Like this is going
Alright.
very easy.
I'm taking 20 and I'm getting out of here. Let's just
Just give
move
up on that.
yeah.
Yep.
I'm giving up.
Okay,
as I
so
said, as you are exiting the doors of the Hut Cartel goddamn building, I can't bring you back over here. I don't know why. It's literally just floating over there. There we go. You are greeted by Adelar, who looks at you and just is tapping her goddamn toe, like shaking her head. Like, care to explain what that was about? Also, you don't have any credits out of all this.
Look, I just want to get out of here, so you can keep the credits. Thanks
I
for helping
don't
me out.
want them. They're not mine to keep, and I literally hand him a cred stick.
All right, then I'm done. I'm going back to the ship.
do either of you want to glance back and see what the hut is doing with the mask?
Fuck no, I don't. I want to get the fuck out of here. We'll leave that for another goddamn fucking day.
He's putting it on his head.
Poor Batman.
I'm just trying to de-escalate this, and I have everything working against me. Everything.
I mean, that's like a galaxy-changing device that you just sold.
I
to-
know. I can't help it. I know where it is though.
It's perfect
he
though, because
literally
it's right.
made the-
Because a droid could give a shit.
As soon
He's
as
in it for the money.
As soon as I was about to pay the guy and I sensed the mask got taken out, I fucking bolted for the ship. So that dude ain't getting paid.
Oh, he got paid.
Oh no, the dude I was about to pay did not get paid. All right, would I
Like,
send
you see me
the
approach
droid
the
that's
shit
not
with the
that
droid?
mask?
I think it's safe to say everyone would be expecting a cat, considering we all raided that temple together.
Yeah, but no one knows exactly how much the droid got paid except for Adelar.
Did I sense he doesn't have it?
You definitely sense that the droid no longer has it, and you feel this extremely dark presence within the center of the city.
Oh,
Yeah,
It's
you're,
obvious that the droid
you're
left
about
it
to
behind.
see a fucking dark presence. Where's the mask?
Yeah, you're about to see a dark presence. Zip.
I asked the droid, where's the mask?
It's gone.
What happened to it?
I threw it in the sewer.
You would really just bold-faced lie
That's a
with the
deception-
person who
yeah,
knows
that's a
exactly
deception
where.
check. Deception check.
And that's like.
Can you get some
I
setbacks
don't
for
have
that?
to roll any insight, do I? Because I already know what the fuck that mask.
Right. Adlar doesn't have to roll insight.
Is that
But
versus my...
if Adlar is not going to speak up, it's insight.
That's first your
I am
perception.
currently noting on the data pad, which is sending credentials and whatnot to fucking Imperial Intelligence on where that fucking mask is and what somebody said they felt. I'm not gonna mention my.
I'm
company,
trying to
fuck that
like
report.
like listen up to us live. I'm trying to see what would the difficulty be? Like perception, right? To see if he's
versus
lying.
my perception.
All right, I
Well,
put my perception up.
What's his deception then? If you're gonna try to be perceptive.
No, this is my perception here. I don't know.
Oh, this is my
deception?
perception because
Yeah,
I
you
was.
Well, you guys are not rolling against each other. You're
No,
rolling
I
with
was
Z.
rolling again.
I thought
Yeah,
he was
I
trying to
rolling
lie to me.
against-
So
Yeah,
Z
I was
is
rolling
lying
against
to
Z.
you guys. So what?
Yeah.
So what's Z's perception then?
Two
Or
green.
deception? Two green?
Deception or deception?
Deception.
2 green.
So it's 2
So it'd be
purple.
that, yeah.
Yeah,
Trying.
he didn't pull the wool over your eyes. He's-
As
Brought a
Adalar
secret
says
through it.
this.
So I just looked.
Sorry.
I look straight at him and I'll just say, "Where's it? Where's the mask?"
The mask is gone. It's. I don't care about the mask.
I know
Okay,
it's gone,
I'm
but where
rolling
is
first
it?
die.
I know that you're lying. Where is it gone?
All right, I'm
And
lifting his
I-
ass up in the air, about a foot in the air, and I say, "Where is the mask?"
Roll force die.
I just did. I'm sorry, I forgot to declare it, but right here.
Okay.
I don't care what you're doing because I'm a droid. I don't care.
I look to everybody else and say, "Well, do you hear that? He doesn't care," and I slam him in the ground on top of his head.
This is sounding awful.
Adalar looks over at you guys and says, "This is not the time or the place we need to leave. Right now."
Elias, as I throw the droid, you'd feel just a lot of darkness coming from me right now.
Elias doesn't generally respond. However, if he feels that your anger is starting to rise to a certain point, he will raise a hand and set it on your shoulder. He is a droid. He does not feel anything. Your anger is wasted. Do not let it consume you. We know that the mask is here on the planet. We are strong enough to know where it is. Do not waste your efforts. Perhaps it is safe where it is.
He just exhales deeply and gets onto the ship.
Hey guys, guess what the next module is gonna be? Ba-da-ba-da-ba-ba.
And I'm going to. Can I as we're about to leave, I just in my anger I'm like, all right, I'm learning about this Sith shit right now, and so I whip out that book or that scroll, and I'm gonna start to read it. So what's the check here?
Let me look at the skills.
Wait, the mask not being in his presence would be the snapping point for you reading a book that is Sith?
Yes, because he's had to deal with this droid shit, and it is putting him into, as some would call, tard rage.
But you guys are treating this droid as shit. No wonder it doesn't give a fuck about you.
No, we were
It
nice.
changed like right in the middle of a mission. Like in
We
the
were
middle of a
nice to
mission,
this
it was like,
droid.
"I will get this. I will get this and keep it."
You call being turned off like twice and stolen stuff off me nice after I did a medicine check on you.
You tried to
didn't
sell
steal-
Soul's
yeah.
weapon to him in
You
the middle
stole
of a
off-
battle
yeah.
with Caius. You tried
Well,
to sell it to him with like 100 for like 100 credits. He's
all
not
I
gonna
want-
stop and like.
all I want is
there's a bunch of
credits.
shit. Exactly, but you're doing it to the wrong people.
Yeah,
All right.
that's why you probably shouldn't enrage the edgy.
Yeah, you shouldn't try to
Did you
provoke
guys,
your
did
own
you guys
party.
tell him this at the end of the session that he did it in, though? So that he could actually learn from this?
I'm gonna
I don't
go
think
to
anyone
the
has
hospital.
actually like reacted to it though.
No, don't just take your character off. It's just make every session a lesson learned. But if nobody's going to talk about it at the end of a session, then there's nothing to really learn.
Well, the only person who could actually like talk about it is actually in the hospital at the moment. Because Soul would call him on it and tell him like flat out, "Don't you fucking sell this shit. You need to treat the party. We let you join the blah 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 blah." But Elias hasn't encountered it, so it's really comes down to comes down to Krata and Minky.
Well, I mean, I've only been playing here for what, 30 minutes already, and I can already tell how you win the droid over. I don't understand how you guys aren't able to do it.
I'm doing it in
No, I
character
just mean,
though.
yeah, like my character wouldn't like, he wouldn't just like do that for a droid. He'd be like, no.
Well,
we're
you have
working
to
for
understand there's a difference between, trying to do everything in the character and sacrificing a little bit to maintain party integrity. I'm not going to follow everything my character would do if what my character would do is break up the party. That's just dumb, and you guys would hate me for it. Right?
Dred's left the party. He's done.
With the
Even though
credits.
you're
Go get 'em.
friends with Yellow right now, who literally saved you, gave you a shit ton of credits, you would really leave my character right now? I even installed a way to protect you from being turned off again. You wouldn't even care about being next to these guys now.
He's
You're
a droid.
telling me you would. I know, but the droid clearly has protocols that need to be met, and he definitely is programmed to be a little bit greedy, and that's exactly what I've been feeding into. I just don't understand why he would leave right now.
All right, so I'm going to talk to Adela and say, look, all I want is some credits. I don't have any feelings. I
No, I.
try
She
to
looks at
help.
you-
I'm trying to help the party out with non-combat abilities. I just want a few credits here and there. So you can turn me off for now.
No,
'Cause
your switch is
know-
covered. It's up to
Yeah,
you.
but
if
you know
wanna
where it
shut
is.
down.
Yeah, you shot me down. I'm gonna allow you to shut me down and drag me onto the ship.
Come on.
'Cause I'm
dude, don't
trying
be
to
like
leave.
that.
No, I'm trying to leave. So just turn me off and drag me on the ship.
You're resisting everything. I don't like this. I'm not going to turn you off. I'm gonna instead negotiate with you, and I said, help the party. We've seen you on surveillance. We know what you're capable of. You will get a very nice paycheck for services rendered, and I will try my best to use my paycheck to repair you if any injuries are sustained.
All right, you
Or-
just won me over by saying credits.
See, I'm gonna tell him like just go in the
Sen-
ship, see what you can
Sen-
do to.
Soon as you mentioned credits, I got on the ship.
I motion over to Dev to make sure that preparations are ready, and I'm gonna look over at the obvious fucking Jedi over here, and I'm waiting for Barada to leave. Obviously, my focus is on this Jedi right here.
Elias will stare
Just
back at
stand
Adlar
there.
just silently. Yes.
You turned your head at the same time. You felt it too, then?
I don't know what you're talking about.
She kind of just walks by him and heading towards the ship. Dev's on the ship too, and just goes like, "Yeah, I know a liar when I see one. We're gonna have some problems when we come back." I just want
Oh no.
I'm not even gonna try deception. Elias can't. He's just like, yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh God, lying! Obviously lying.
Face twitches, obviously lying. Just, I don't know what you're talking about. Yep.
Is this gonna be the end of session as we take off?
Yep,
Probably.
gonna
yes.
be end of session as
Yeah.
we get onto the
So
ship.
everybody's gonna have a weakness. Just play into it. Doesn't matter if your character wouldn't really do it. Just like, let's say, oh, you got disarmed in the middle of combat, and the droid's like, give you 100 here, I'll give it back to you for 100 credits. You just roll your eyes and go like, fine, and just fucking do it. Just who cares? It's just backstory is all it is. Don't interrupt things. Don't cause friction. It doesn't work. Trust me. I can testify that somebody astronaut wizard loves to do stuff like that. I've also met, like, when I mentioned Sin was a heavy, like, doesn't care anything, would literally do the opposite of what the party wants to do, and I'm not talking about just because of greed or whatever. I meant like her character was mentally retarded or something. It was really bad. So just play.
Are we
it
still
other people's
recording, by the way?
Yep.
No, I don't care anymore. Whatever. But just play into other people's weaknesses. You know, just try to, you know, encourage characters to join the party for whatever reason that they would join the party for. If a droid wants credits, then treat them like they're a person that is looking for a job and wants to be paid for it. If they start acting like, you know, greedy and whatnot, just make promises, even if you don't really keep them, and hope they forget about them.
To be quite honest, the reason I don't try to do anything specifically to encourage, how shall I say, try to encourage him to stay with the party, right, is because I talk enough. I would like Krata and Minky to speak more and develop their characters more.
I try not to hog the spotlight, but when I see trouble, I'm going to leap in. Let's just be honest. That's just who I am as a person, not really as a character.
Well, look, it's all cool that you try to take the spotlight and stuff, because, quite frankly, it's mostly me who does a shit ton of talking. Poke,
Aren't you the
Krata,
storyteller?
Poke, Minky.
Where was